We're gonna do Bradley.
Hey
So
Bradley,
I think we have
how are
attempted
you?
this on round 2 with him before.
Why do people listen to happy music when they're not even happy? It just makes you feel worse, you know?
Shall we just guess? Yeah, I'll just guess. Let's try Buck.
Another easy one from another great master. That was Mozart's Piano Sonata number 16 in C major. Talk amongst yourselves. I need a moment to consider my next piece.
How are things anyway, Bradley?
Boring, same as always.
I don't really know if that changed
You want to see
anything.
something cool?
Okay.
Oh, I don't think we've gotten that before.
What? No, come on.
Knife.
Oh my god. Bradley.
He could just be like stabbing the table and his hand is like nowhere near it. So we can't see the bottom.
Abby, what are you doing? You gotta get back to the quiz, Abby. Abby!
Wait, what are you doing? Are you okay?
Does the risk of pain excite you, Abby? Like, come on. You can tell me.
We'll tell the truth this
Don't
time.
be afraid.
Yeah, it doesn't really do anything for me. Sorry.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It sounds like he's
You're
like
missing
flirting
out.
with us, which I don't like because he's our
This
cousin.
next piece is so obvious, I considered not doing it, but that piece was the incredibly moving Funeral March by Chopin. I already know what I'm doing for my fourth piece, so be quiet. No. Oh, no. The humidity's changed. I can't sing in this. I could sprain something. Let's move on to the next round.
I was surprised you weren't at the meeting. Aren't you Uncle Marcus's biggest cheerleader?
Yeah, no, I
So that's
really
me too.
wanted to be there. It was just, there was this thing at work and...
Should have been there. He needed you.
What are you saying?
Everybody else hates him. The whole family, apart from you.
He relates.
My mum spends most of her time thinking about how much she hates him. So after
Riley's
too many
like,
drinks, she starts rambling
everybody
about him,
hates
and
him,
talking about how
and
he's
he
ruined
needs someone.
Granddad's legacy.
And
how
I'm not
the
talking
company should
about
come to her or your
me.
mum. At
I'm
once,
definitely talking about
when
Uncle
it was really
Marcus.
bad, she asked me if I knew how to hire a hitman. She thought maybe I'd know something from the black internet. It's like, she meant dark web, obviously. I asked her why she wanted to know, and she just said she saw it in a film once. And yeah, it was the last time she mentioned it, at least to me.
Bradley, do you know something?
I don't know. Maybe.
He does know. Wait, let me
What?
get my hand on the right side. He does know. Yeah, okay. Let's look at the evidence. Nothing against Nan. Auntie June asked Bradley where she could hire a hitman. Just casual questions you ask your son. Well, I guess
Fabulous
you're
birthday
that kind of
so
mom.
far, Flip.
Maybe that is a
Do you
regular
think we're
question.
actually going to finish
that you
a
ask your
single
sons.
round this evening.
100% uncovered. Woo! So I don't know if there's much of a point in going back to try the other options. But let's continue.
Okay,
Let's see if
listen
we
up,
can do
guys.
Bradley again.
My signal.
Did you get those raspberry tarts I made?
Okay.
Your mother said I couldn't post
Let's
them,
involve
but I
Nan and
bloody
see if
well
she gives us
did.
any info. Although every
Yes,
single time she's
I
trying to
got
involve
them.
people,
Thank you.
Abby, I get mad at her.
What
and
on
I'm like, don't
earth's
do it,
the
no.
matter, love?
Then I'm a hypocrite.
I need to tell you about something that's happened to Uncle Marcus, something that happened at the meeting.
Oh, love. There was a lot said in temper at that meeting. No point raking over old wounds.
There is actually no.
Seems like a very
correct
old person
answer
thing to say to
that
try to keep
dilemma.
the peace.
Do you know why?
Ooh, darling.
Because that's real
There's no need for me
life,
to
guys.
hold a grudge or
There
to
are
still
no
be upset over
easy
something that is very
answers in
valid to
life.
be upset
Our
about.
privilege,
It's just causing
it
inconvenience
insulates
for everyone.
us from so much.
Just put
Toby,
it
this
aside.
is a load of old shit.
Absolutely convinced
It would be
someone
very
was trying to
strange
kill
if
him.
it was the grandma
Nothing happened,
sending
of
the
course.
anonymous emails.
If you ask me, he made the whole
Even
thing
though she-
up.
she
He has
couldn't
got a
handle
very
the
active
camera.
imagination.
Okay, so it was like slightly different, but not overly so, I'd say. Like, we kind of already had a lot of that information. Like, all of it, I think. Oh, 100% uncovered. Well,
I better get back in
wasn't
there then.
really expecting that.
Fine.
Who's next?
I don't know if we've ever paired up with Nan for the first round.
Hello, my gorgeous girl. How are you, love?
I'm okay, thanks, Nan. How are you?
Oh, don't worry about me. Same as usual. How's work, love? Met anyone recently? When am I seeing you next?
Question 1.
We'll finish our chat later, love.
I was recently interviewed by fashion icon Janny O for her YouTube channel. In that interview, I bravely revealed my biggest fear. What is it?
Crikey. Well, she used to hate spiders, didn't she? Or was that you? Actually, and now I think of it, that might have been Bradley. Which one of you was petrified of geese?
Lottie is definitely scared of spiders, but she's kind of had this weird fear for a while about going bold.
What a silly girl.
Although I don't know if she'd admit that in the interview. Or in this quiz.
I wish she was more like you, Abby, love. She's been spoiled by her father too much. That's her problem.
Let's
So
go.
yeah, we haven't had any of these conversations yet with her. This particular dialogue.
The correct answer is spiders. Oh, you know, it's actually really hard for me to talk about this.
Oh dear.
Question 2 is, in that same interview with Janny O, she asked me, what is my greatest achievement to date? This might be kind of easy for some of you, but I guess I'll figure out who actually watched the interview, won't I?
Did you watch it, love?
Yeah, I meant to.
Oh dear. Well, she was really happy when she grew old enough to drink. Maybe that's it.
Nan, can I
My
ask you
greatest
something?
achievement.
Of course, love.
So
Turning
the
old enough
answer
to
is
drink.
being interviewed by Janny O. What else could I say? She is an icon.
What happened at the meeting the other night?
You know what it's like, love. This family love to bicker.
Did you notice anything different?
Well, I've never seen your Auntie June drink so much. And that's saying something. She seemed far more anxious about the meeting than she normally is. I don't know what she was expecting. I mean, your mother was planning to tell Marcus that she wanted to buy him out. But before everything started, June said to me that it was going to be the end of the road for Marcus. She can't have thought he'd give up his share in the family business that easily.
Okay, I still don't have question 3 yet, so just like...
Yeah, so give us new evidence.
Chill, I'll let you know.
Was the meeting mostly arguments, like usual?
It was a bit of a disaster, to be truthful. Your Auntie June knocked one of her huge candles right into Marcus's lap. Awful smell it was. Don't know why anyone would want that in their home. She must have to light another candle to get rid of the stench. Toby threw his drink over Marcus to put the flames out, but it didn't work. So your mother had to throw another drink over him. Thankfully that worked. But then Marcus said he burned his hand.
I don't think this is the
Fair
case.
play to Lottie.
Well,
she
what
was the
if
quickest to react. She got a cold
someone in the
cloth
family had
and
meant
put
to
it
kill
on the wound,
a different
and
family
Bradley
member
got
than
some
Marcus?
painkillers for Marcus.
And it was one of the people
Then
who
what would
threw
you
their
done without
drinks.
those kids?
And
Oh, this is a good one.
instead of
Okay.
it poisoning
Question
the
3,
intended
I
recipient,
recently modelled in the
it
publicity
ended up on
campaign
Marcus.
for which
Now
product?
he's
Gosh,
poisoned
any
instead.
ideas,
I don't
love?
Yeah, I think it's.
I think that one's out there. But
Makeup brand? Well, sort of. She's
Just
been
an idea.
spamming her followers with emails about it. I signed up to a mailing list as a favour.
Regretting it now,
what a
I bet.
supportive sister.
A little bit, yeah.
Lottie keeps trying to make me get an email, but I'm not falling for it. This bald bloke on BBC One keeps going on about how the internet is essentially a giant scam. What was the question? Something about makeup?
There's something.
Are you all right, love?
The answer is Dark Genie Virtual Eyeshadow. Trust me, it's the future. I can wear whatever I want and I never have to wash my face. And everyone on my mailing list is entitled to 10% off their first purchase. But the offer ends this month, so hurry quick.
What were you saying, love?
Sorry, Nan, do you remember anything else about the meeting? Anything strange?
Strange? No. Just the usual fuss about nothing. Couple of temper tantrums. That's it. Honestly, love, I wish I'd followed your lead and not even bothered with
If I was
it.
in this family, I probably
Question
wouldn't.
4, guys.
Yeah.
So which
Probably
famous
wouldn't show up to
musician
any of their
recently
meetings.
DM'd me for a hookup?
What's a hookup?
I really don't want to say.
Sex thing, is it?
I'm not sure if this is a clue, but he was staying at the Hilton and he asked me to meet him in his car. Apparently that's like his thing.
Lottie, do you think this is at all appropriate for a family occasion? You think your nan wants to hear this?
I don't mind. She's only young.
Mom.
Let her have her fun.
Learning about
kind
her
of
sexy
behaviour is
exploits.
unbecoming to our family, Lottie. No one's
She's
saying
just a
you're
young
not
lady.
entitled to a sex life, but you shouldn't be shouting about it.
Your mother's just jealous, Lottie, because her sex life's about as active as the surface of the moon.
And you're just batting them away, aren't you, June? You're probably dried up down there.
Girls, you're embarrassing yourselves now.
They are
Honestly,
embarrassing
I don't
themselves.
care. Someone else can have a go. At least I tried.
Oh, well, that's a shame. I thought we made a good team.
Yeah, me too.
It's been lovely talking to you, love. I don't hear much off the grandkids anymore. Well, apart from Toby, he's been phoning me a few times recently. Funny thing, he barely says a word, but I can tell by his voice he's been crying. It's like he wants to say something really important, and then he just asks me how I am and says bye. Hope he's okay. You'll tell me if he says anything
That's
to you.
suspicious.
Yeah, of course I will.
Well, I best pop to the ladies' room before it all starts up again. Bye, love.
Bye, Nan.
Okay, let's check the evidence real quick. So, Auntie June. Okay, yeah, we already saw that. She was on edge. What else? Toby was on edge all evening. Just a lot of people on edge. Maybe they all conspired to kill Marcus. It's like a Murder on the Orient Express situation. They're all in on
I am
it.
never teaming up with.
Okay, so we missed something with our grandma here. Maybe we go back and try again?
You, Abby, love. She's been spoiled by her father too much. That's her problem.
I'm answering going bold because that's what we did
All right, let's
answer
try
last time.
boldness. Maybe she's being honest.
Okay, love, if that's what you think.
Okay, just need to wait for everyone to submit an Oh my god, Abby! Do you think that's funny?
No?
I don't think she can hear you.
Can't believe you said that.
Shit, which
Don't
time
fear the
lets me
boldness.
speak to her? Lottie, I'm so sorry. I thought...
Block out the haters. Block out the doubters. Block out the negative vibes.
Got the haters.
Question 2.
You know what? I admire
This
how
is another
quickly
one
she
from
was
my
able to
interview with
compose
Jenny
herself.
O. She asked me, what is my greatest achievement to date? This might be a bit easy for some of you, but I guess I'll know who actually watched the interview, won't I?
Did you watch it, love?
Yeah, I meant to.
Oh dear. Well, she was really happy when she grew old enough to drink. Maybe that's it.
Trying the opposite of everything we
Right,
did.
this is just a guess, but considering she was being interviewed by Jenny O, I'm going to say that she said her biggest achievement was being interviewed by Jenny O.
Go with your gut, love. The whole thing's gibberish to me.
So the answer is being interviewed by Jenny O. What else could I say? She's an icon. Let me just think about the next question.
I never thought Lottie'd be the one to become famous.
I mean, she's not
Okay, so
famous,
that's
famous.
I always
Silent,
thought
we
it
haven't
would be
gone yet.
Bradley. Your Auntie June was so desperate to push him into the limelight. Now, of course, he's run a million miles in the opposite direction. Still, he was a brilliant little actor. Or should I say liar?
How is Bradley? I haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, no idea. But he seemed really off at the meeting. Very quiet. I mean, he's in his own head at the best of times, but this was different. At one point, I found him in another room, just staring at his hands, trying to stop them shaking. He was gripping them so tight they were going red. I asked him what was wrong, and he just grumbled something and walked off. I'm ever so worried about him, but then I'm the same about all of you. What else are Nans for?
What else? And
I'm just gonna scroll my
I need to stop
timeline to see if I can come up with a question.
making fun of their
Just
accents.
like, talk or whatever till I come up with something.
Was the meeting mostly arguments? like usual.
Oh, love, it was a bit of a disaster, to be truthful. Your Auntie June, not one of...
Okay, I think that's going to be the same thing as what we had last time. So let's check the evidence. Yeah. I think we only need one more clue until we can accuse Bradley. His hands were shaking, I swear to God. And one more clue until we can accuse Auntie June. We have nothing against her, still. One more clue until we can accuse Toby. And like 2 more clues until we can accuse Lottie.
Of her
So
huge
I feel like if we get
candles
evidence
right
against them
into
all, maybe we'll get like a
Marcus's
true
lap.
ending.
Oh,
And that's the one where we
smell it.
like find out
Don't know why
they were all
anyone
in
would
on
want
it.
that in their home.
Okay, so we got 100% of the information that time. We'll do Lottie, because Lottie. Sorry, we'll do it with Lottie because I don't think we've done around with her
Bald, do you?
for like our second
Lottie,
thing.
I'm sorry, I don't know what I was thinking.
Even if I was going bald, I would still look better than you. Have you seen this bone structure?
Oh my god, yeah. You look amazing.
Maybe I should go bald. I could totally pull it off. The Lot Squad would go insane. Oh my god, I'm gonna do a poll, leave it in the hands of the squad. Thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
Maybe I could shave my head on live stream tonight.
Everyone listening? Good.
I think that's just a lot of unfortunate things she said.
La la la.
I mean, I recognize it, but I don't know the name.
But Toccata and Fugue in D minor.
Oh,
She's just very
Easy.
confident.
Yes, that was quite an easy one. Bass, Toccata and Fugue in D minor. Now let me have a little think about what I'm going to do next.
how did you know that?
Don't you remember? Mum used to play it all the time when we were kids. She even put it on at the meeting. It's like her hype song.
Her hype song is
Yeah. She said something about it helping her gird her loins, whatever that means.
Yeah.
I think she was probably just trying to drown out the sound of all the arguments, to be honest.
Well, nice one, babe.
Thanks, babe.
Nice
Oh my god,
one,
you missed
babe.
a mad one
Thanks,
the other night.
Did I?
Yeah. Like, so much random stuff happened. I was speaking to Auntie June, and she said she had this, like, big, horrible spelling candle made especially for the meeting, and she called it something weird too, like, closure.
That is weird.
I know.
That does sound like
if we're
a
gonna have
candle
something
you would
specially
kill
made for the
someone
meeting,
with.
Just make it something we can all enjoy. Like, what's wrong with pizza?
Okay, I know what I'm
Hot
doing for my
pocket
next
scented
piece.
candle. Little pizza roll candle. Just make you hungry all the time. Instead of wood wick, it's the sound of the
Yeah, I really
pizza
don't
rolls overflowing in the microwave.
Lift,
because
Hungry
you heated
Rhapsody
them
number
too long.
2.
know. Is it?
A Hungarian Rhapsody number 2, yeah, that's it.
Wow. Okay. Thanks.
Do you like don't even get the options to be wrong on this?
And that
with
answer
answering
was
so far.
clearly the charming Hungarian Rhapsody number 2 by the original rock star, Franz Liszt.
I knew it.
Now give me a moment while I think about my next piece.
Maybe it's from our sister.
Abby.
She's on her phone.
What are you doing? You gotta get back to the quiz, Abby. Abby!
Where did you go?
What?
Are you okay, hon? You look all like frowny. Don't you worry about getting lines.
No. Yes. Sorry.
Don't apologise to me, babe. Apologise to your skin.
Oh, yeah, will do. Thanks. So, do you remember anything else about Auntie June?
We'll go through into the
at
other
meeting?
questions.
Same old
I think after
pisshead.
this.
Right.
She really hates Uncle Marcus, though. Everything he said seemed to make her blood boil. That hatred goes way back to, like, when they were kids. Like, seriously, every time Marcus said something, Auntie June would get up and start pacing
this.
the room to try and chill out.
Right, I'm starting my next piece now, whether you're ready or not.
Okay, well, what was the evidence we just got specifically? The candle was called closure, yeah. She hates Uncle Marcus. Yeah. Okay, we have enough evidence to accuse her now. And not enough for anyone else. Okay.
Deedle deedle dee, deedle deedle dee, deedle deedle, la 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 la.
Let's say, this poor actress.
Did you do that?
No,
She
I
had to
thought she's pressing
really
something.
Oh my
sing a
God.
lot of
And I'm putting
random classical music for this.
La, 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 la. Who did this?
Uh-oh.
Speak up!
Mom, I think you put a filter on accidentally.
Answers. Now.
I can't even remember what she did.
Oh, wait, 2 seconds. Mozart, Rondo alla Turca.
How do you know all of these?
What an answer. She just has like a Shazam or whatever
That was
pulled up on her phone.
Mozart's Rondo
That would be
alla Turca.
hilarious,
I
actually.
need a moment to consider my next piece.
And I kind of feel like that probably
This
is
is-
what she did, unless she did know
It's
it.
really great, Lottie. I had no idea that you knew so much about classical music.
Oh, yeah, I love it, hon. Love it. That last one used to be my ringtone when I was a kid. I just like listened to it over and over and over.
Okay, so I
What
guess
are
she
you
really did
talking
know.
about?
I've
But
got
I like
an app
thinking
on my
she just
phone,
said
babe. It's recognizing all the
there you
songs
go.
for us. No one uses their brains anymore.
Obviously.
She was doing
Well,
that.
let's not waste any more
I feel
time.
very smart now.
Oh,
That's me being smart.
Christ, I think I've strained something. Oh, none of this is worth me doing any serious damage to my voice, not even a mild twinge. Someone else can do their round now.
So, Lottie, I need to ask you something.
Yeah, gotta go, babe. Bye.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye, babe. Okay, so we can accuse Auntie June. We have
Please,
enough
Abby.
information against her. But I kind of want to go through and get all the information and then go through. Well, I need to think about who I actually think it is. And yeah, we didn't get all her information, so we'll go back and redo that. We have this family tree, by the way. So can we get more information on them? No. So we don't have pictures for them. Vanished 1969. Yeah, I'm sure that won't come into play at all. But it says he died in 1976. Why did he vanish? Interesting. Born in 2002. She's so young. Okay, so the difference this time is grandmas are out because I picked her for the partner for our first round. Instead of
Hey, babe.
answering
Hi, Lottie.
the water
you okay?
space is
Trying
going
to figure out
bald,
what I should
it
wear for my live stream
expires.
tonight. Don't know if I should wear Vermilion or Cerulean.
I'd wear.
So now she's not all
Vermilion.
angry at us about that.
What? I'll wear Cerulean. Thanks, babe.
Everyone listening? Good.
La 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 la.
La 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 la.
I mean, I recognize it, but I don't know the name.
But Toccata and Fugue in D minor.
La.
Oh,
Easy.
Yes.
She
that
did
was
this
quite
just
an
now,
easy one.
and we know
Vast
that
curtain, fugue
she's
in
just
D
looking
minor.
at like Shazam or whatever on her
Think about
phone.
what I'm going to do next.
That's like her tell when she
how
lies.
did you know that?
Don't you remember?
Touches her nose.
Mum used to play it all the time when we were. Oh my god, that was actually so much fun.
Yeah, I'm kind of gutted I missed the meeting now. Seemed like it was pretty entertaining.
It wasn't all that.
What happened?
Bradley being Bradley as usual. He's like a weird little kid who's like always trying to gross you out. Except this time he was like pissed off with me over nothing.
What was he mad about?
Has he ever shown you his collection?
No, but he has offered.
Oh my god, don't do it. I asked him about it like once and now he is obsessed with updating me every single time he gets a new piece of whatever you
I
call
think
it.
Bradley's just
memorabilia.
lonely.
What stuff
And he
did he
feels
show
left out.
you?
Dead
Like the little
mouse in a
black
jar,
sheep of the
a
family.
knife someone used to slit their throat, and like this thing he said was a shrunken head. Ugh. Anyways, he was pissed off because he thought he lost something. I don't know what. He was like really freaking out, and he was scared I'd taken it.
Wonder what he'd lost.
He's like really excited to show me these 2 poisons. He said they were extremely deadly and like super illegal.
Poisons.
Yeah, he must have been like freaking out he'd get caught.
Lottie, do you remember the name of these poisons?
God, no. Actually, I think he sent me
Okay,
an email about
so
it.
he lost the
What?
poisons, but I think
guess
someone
I
else
wasn't
stole them.
impressed enough, so he had to like prove to me how deadly they were. I never even read it.
Please tell me that you still have that email.
Who deletes emails, babe? They're like made of air.
Lottie, can you send me that email, please? Babe.
Oh, I
Babe,
really need
just
to
throw
send
it in.
Bradley to spam.
Please. Babe.
Here you go.
It's like an afterthought.
Holy shit.
So that narrows it down.
Oh god, I just remember the half decomposed sheep skull he showed me.
Not.
But we already know which one it is, too. Because I guessed right that one
Fabulous
time.
birthday so far, Flig. Do you think we're actually...
Yeah, let's see. We could accuse Bradley if we wanted to. Bradley is poisons. The poison must be polonium or thallium. So that one I guessed the first time just wasn't even... yeah, it was one of the two that... It was one of the ones that hadn't even been narrowed out. I don't know how to say what I'm saying. Okay, so we finally got all the information uncovered that we could from that.
Okay, listen up, guys. My signal's...
As if you never speak to me
See.
ever again.
Have we done it with our mom? Yeah, we have. Because these
How's
were
it going,
Toby's
Mum?
questions
How'd you
and they sucked.
Is that a question?
Okay, so
You're so right about Toby. He is so arrogant. And a
we
prat.
complimented our mom on her
June made a
acting.
complete mess of those boys, but they don't help themselves.
So
And
let me
then
get
we
this straight.
criticized
What you're
Toby, which I
saying
don't
is
think we've
that
done
you
before.
lack the basic...
I need to tell you something.
I
Something
would hate
really
to
bad
have
has happened to Uncle Marcus.
I'm
This
not
character.
interested.
No,
I don't want
but
to say
the
this
man's a
woman,
liar,
'cause I'm sure she's a
Abby.
lovely woman
I
in real
always
life.
hoped you wouldn't fall for it, and perhaps I should have done something
But
when
this
you were
character
younger.
would be
but
an awful
it
mother
wasn't easy
to
for
have.
me either.
Wow, we did 0% that time. We're gonna try a different character. So, I don't know.
Just like his father. Complete, utter embarrassment.
I think it might be decrease.
Do you?
So we answered that
The
wrong.
answer is
we
increase.
got it right the first
Obviously,
time
things
we did this
are
route.
only gonna get worse unless we act now.
You're going to lose me this quiz, aren't you, Abigail?
Okay, question 2. To the nearest million, how far back in the Earth's history do we have to go to find global temperatures like the ones we have today?
I mean, who bloody well knows that?
I'll give you a clue. The answer's pretty shocking, guys, okay?
Just put something down, Abigail. You're never going to know this, are you?
Okay, I'll try 3 million.
Wow, someone actually got that. The answer is, it's 3 million years. Yeah, good job, Abs.
Oh my god.
I guess all my efforts are finally paying off. You know, I always knew I could get through to this family if I could just...
For once, your mother had the right idea.
Did you just mute him?
Yes. I mean, how he thinks your random guess can reflect well on him, I don't know. Looks like he's finished.
Yeah, hang on a minute, guys. I think I've lost a page. Yeah, just give me a minute.
It was such a lucky guess, wasn't it? I can't believe that. I mean, what are the odds?
Jolly good for you. Well, let's hope your luck doesn't run out, because you're hardly going to know any of them, are you?
Probably not.
All that money your mother spent on your education. I demand a refund.
Question 3. As a result of climate change,
I think our aunt's pretty
over
suspicious.
200 species of frog have gone extinct. And that's just since the 1970s. But what's the biggest threat that frogs face?
I might not have to guess this one. I actually saw a documentary the other day.
You watch documentaries about frogs?
Yeah, I guess. Well, it was about a lot of different animals. Anyway, I think the answer is disease. Warmer climates.
Yes, whatever. But if you ask me, the biggest danger frogs face is the French.
Okay, we gotta say disease, because she set us up
put
for
something
the
down
last time we did
before
her
we move
out. We
I'll
just
go with
agreed,
diseases.
and Toby got really mad at us.
So the correct answer is disease. Warmer climates mean diseases can spread very easily. So it's not just us in the firing line, guys.
Well, that was easy.
I know.
Question 4. What percentage of the world's coral reefs have died over the past 30 years?
I've had enough of this. Toby, are any of these questions going to be not depressing? I mean, normally just the sound of your voice is enough to make me want to end it all. It doesn't need any more encouragement.
Oh, sorry, Mum. What, you want me to do more stuff on the fun side of
kinda
our
feel
planet
like the
dying?
ant's the
You
one
know what?
responsible.
I really tried with this, but I can tell by the answers
Because
I'm getting that none of you are taking this seriously.
They said
you know,
a couple
someone else
years
can do
ago,
right now.
Marcus
I don't
stopped
care
threatening
anymore.
anonymous emails, and a couple years
What
ago,
was your time?
I mean, like, yeah,
Auntie June,
the cousins or Abby,
I need to.
anyone Abby's age
Something
could have
terrible
done
has
it,
happened
but
to
like,
Marcus.
They
And what
were
shit
all
is he
adults,
coming
like
out
her
with
and
now?
her sister,
Has he got
like Auntie June,
aliens
the mom,
coming
the
after
grandma.
him? Is that
They're all
it?
adults.
What?
The thing you have
And
to
then-
understand about your dear Uncle
She's kind of
Marcus
bitter
is that
that
he's a nutter.
Abby's mom
Complete
was able
paranoid
to send her to get a good
fantasist. Do you
education
know,
and stuff.
1 year, he thought
So,
his
you know,
business
maybe it's about money.
partner was trying to kill him.
Wow, 0% uncovered. I guess we'll try that again.
I am.
I'll be able to help you. What's up?
I got Cheez-Its and took off my sweatshirt because I had to rewatch so many scenes that were similar to each other, just slightly different because I went on a different route that I couldn't skip. So, and I was hungry. So I ate Cheez-Its. Okay, so we could pick between Bradley and Auntie June as the people who poisoned Uncle Marcus. But surely we'd be able to get more information, right? Achievement unlocked, just like me.
Auntie June.
I can get on with my quiz. Good. What are you doing? I've got a brilliant question lined up about Lottie's father. I'm rather hoping it's going to make her cry.
I know it was you. You poisoned Uncle Marcus. Oh my god.
Oh, that's been coming, I must say.
Was that the guilt?
What?
Did the guilt make you do that?
No, it's the wine. What have I got to feel guilty about?
I just told you before you threw up. You tried to kill Uncle Marcus. You poisoned him at the meeting.
What? well done. Whoever it was.
It was you.
Oh, fucking hell, Abigail. I mean, look at me. I'm a mess. I can barely keep track of what day it is, let alone plan an intricate poisoning. Christ, especially at the meeting. God, I was off my face. Look, I'm not surprised someone's had a go at the old prick, but it wasn't me. I'm sorry. I know you'd love to ruin me like this.
What?
Oh, you hate me. I terrify you. I'm the product of what this family can do to you, how it can destroy you. But you know what? It's exactly why I hate you. You've still got a chance. You're young, you're smart. You can still get out now before it destroys you. But you won't, will you? Because you're just like me. You're too much of a coward.
I don't know what to say.
Take a long look at your future,
This is dumb.
girl. Now look at
Very
me.
dramatic.
Let it all sink in.
Can I look away now?
No.
Guess she wasn't it.
Abby,
It's gonna make me sad, but I
I've got
feel like
less
maybe
time.
we should
I thought.
not trust
Don't give
Uncle
up on-
Marcus just because I'm kind of at a loss
The
for
only
what
chance
to
I got.
do to get new evidence. And that's
Please,
something we
Abby.
haven't done.
Auntie June, do you remember anyone doing anything strange at the meeting?
Is this about your sister?
Lottie?
Well, I saw her at the beginning of the meeting. She was waiting at the end of the drive and she met some man in a hoodie. They
That's
exchanged
this guy she
something,
tried to hook up with, I think.
and then he left.
As a result of climate change, over 200
Family that would never fucking lie to you. Huh.
I just don't know what to believe.
Believe me, Abby. Please,
I can't.
Abby, don't do this.
Sorry.
This is heartbreaking.
Abby, wait!
So you just get like a game over if you do that, basically.
This is like so sad.
Tragedy. He was so young.
I mean, he wasn't that young.
Lottie!
What, they're not going to show us the body? What? Could be anyone in there.
Bradley, that's enough. It's breaking my heart that none of us could be there with him.
Yeah.
Am I the only one who thinks it's pretty weird that we've let her come here after everything she said?
We've spoken about this. Abby didn't take Marcus's death very well. She's apologised for the accusations she made.
Accusations? She went psycho.
That's enough, Bradley. Abby's not very well.
Part of me wishes I had killed him. Oh, come on, stop pretending. You all hated him just as much as I did. You can't tell me you're not just the tiniest bit relieved to see him in a box.
June, that is no way to speak of the dead. We all know that Marcus wasn't the nicest man, but has he not suffered enough? I wouldn't be surprised if all that anger that he had inside is what drove him to an early grave. So sad.
I still think it's weird she's here.
Well, at least she bothered to turn up, which is more than we can say for your brother. Where is he, anyway?
I don't know. I do not care.
Sorry for what I said.
Maybe that's a hint at who the
Uncle
actual killer
Marcus's
is.
death has hit me
Toby
really
is not even
hard.
there.
I know that none of you would try to kill him.
Unfortunately for you, Abby, apologies
Yeah,
only get
some
you
of them
so
would.
far.
This is a really depressing ending. Don't pick this.
Oh, they won't even show us the coffin going into the fire. Shit funeral.
Right, I've paid my respects. I'm going.
Yeah, I've got to get back to work.
Abby, love, I'll give you a moment alone.
Maybe it is the grandma. We haven't been able to get any evidence against her, like at all. She's like the main boss. Ultra killer boss.
Auntie June, I have to ask you about something. About Uncle Marcus.
Do me a favour. The next time you speak to that arsehole, you tell him to stop asking questions about Daddy.
Well, that's new.
Granddad.
Yes. He was pestering your Nana about it all night at the meeting.
Kind of
It really
unfortunate
quite upset her.
That I chose
was
that
he
moment
asking about?
to eat my Cheez-Its.
What you have to understand
Since that was a scene that I
about
do
your
have to put in
dear
the video now.
Uncle Marcus is that he has a very hard time moving on. He never quite got to grips with the fact that his mother died giving birth to him. And his father, my daddy, your grandfather, hated him for it.
Granddad hated him.
Well, that's what Mummy always told me.
I never knew that.
She said even
His own
after
father
they
that
got
would try to
married,
kill
your
him?
grandfather could never
Vanished?
quite forget what happened to Marcus's mother. And Marcus is just a constant reminder. Mummy says that's why Daddy killed himself.
Okay, never mind.
I
Apparently,
thought you died in an
Dad
accident.
is dead.
No, that's just what we told other people. Oh, Jesus Christ.
What is it?
Every night, I can hear their voices. Shouting, screaming at each other.
Who?
That's the last time I ever saw him. Just watched the back of his head as he walked out the door. Really, I could remember what they were saying to each other. He was shouting at her that he hated her. And it stopped. And I crept up to my room. I used to like looking at the stars. And I thought Mummy would be coming up to bed. But then I saw her moving slowly across the lawn towards the lake. And she had a wheelbarrow with one of
This
Daddy's
does make it seem like the
suits
grandma
inside.
killed.
I didn't think it was
The
strange
dad?
because
Now
she was always
Marcus.
destroying Daddy's things, you know, to prove a point, to win an argument, but why would you put a suit in a wheelbarrow? Well, unless I'm just imagining it. You know, it's so hard to remember the truth. You know, and you spend so many years trying not to remember anything at all.
Auntie June, something terrible has happened to Uncle Marcus.
Do you know what happened?
Here's my theory.
Nothing. Obviously.
I do think
Your
the
Uncle
grandma is
Marcus
the real killer. I have
lost
to
his
agree
mom
with the
a very
commenter
long
who
time
said
ago.
that in the
He's
last video.
dangerous.
Because one of you
Untrustworthy.
said it was totally her. And you know what? I agree. Because Marcus's mom is not the grandma. Right? We can we go here and let... Yeah. So Marcus's mother was Margaret. And he has the same father as their dads or whatever, her husband. So he was born out of wedlock he was the result of an affair. And she killed him. And she has this whole thing about how family, the business needs to stay in the family. That's very important. And this is the way your granddad would have wanted it. So I think she's killing him to keep it in the family. That's what I think.
Mum still talks about it. She still thinks she can smell it. She's had
I mean, it's pretty obvious if you take 1,000,000.
Abby, what are you talking about?
You know.
No, what?
I know you know.
So the answer to that particularly tricky brain teaser is, of course, Bradley, my son. He's such a joy to be around.
I'll start you off, shall I? Begins with a P.
Ooh, this is different.
They were just for my collection. I would never use them, okay? I have no idea where they went.
Where what went?
My poisons.
Jesus Christ. It was you. You did it.
Did what? All I know is someone took my poisons.
Who did you give them to?
No one.
Who knew about them? Tell me!
Okay, Toby knows where my stuff is, and I showed the poisons to the
But
lot
Toby didn't show up.
once.
The funeral.
And
Who else?
nothing. It doesn't matter.
Well, I'll decide that. So just tell me, okay?
I like to get up early for walks. Sometimes. Really early, before the sun comes up, when no one's around. But on the morning of the meeting, when I got back, I saw Nan was just in my room, just standing there. And she looked really flustered when she saw me. But she was only in there to talk about Mum's drinking.
Nan.
Abby, I need you.
I think we finally have evidence against the grandma. Oh, we have 2 pieces now. With the... Oh, well, that's enough to accuse grandma. Just the 2. We're gonna do it.
What is it? What's the matter?
And now we get to accuse. Accuse grandma. Accuse grandma.
Fuck.
It's grandma. Prove it and the truth. So it really was her. Oof. Get that cursor out of the way.
Nan, we need to talk.
What is it, love?
I know what you did.
I'm lost.
You poisoned Uncle Marcus. You tried to kill him.
Tried?
Yeah. He's gonna survive. We found the antidote in time, so...
You can't prove it.
You really think that we'd be having this conversation if I couldn't? I know everything.
It's too bad
Is
that
he
our sweet
really
grandma
going to
was the
live?
killer.
Yeah. It's over, Nan.
Dang it.
You don't understand. I didn't have a choice. I had to protect the family. That's all this has ever been about. Marcus always knew there was more to the story about his dad, my Eddie. But if I didn't act, we wouldn't have anything. You wouldn't have anything.
Just tell me the truth. Tell me everything, Nan.
He was going to leave us, my Eddie. He was going to leave me, your Auntie June, your mother. He was going to cut us off. I heard him planning it with her, his other woman. I tried to talk him out of it, but he wouldn't listen. I had to stop him. I had 2 little girls, Abby. They needed a home, they needed money.
And they both kind of suck.
We deserved it. I hit him over the head. It was nothing but rage. I don't know if I even wanted to kill him. Maybe I did. One blow was enough. I panicked. You've got to understand, I was only thinking of your mother, of your Auntie June.
So you killed their father.
He was going to take everything from us.
Where is Grandad?
I weighted him down and pushed him
This is
into the
dark.
lake. That bloody fishing lake he loved so much.
He let us play in that lake.
I told the girls and Marcus
Gosh.
the same story. That he killed himself. We told everyone else that he'd gone
But
missing
Auntie
in a
June
fishing accident.
Saw something
We had to
different.
protect the family name. The past few years, Marcus has been obsessed with finding the truth for that damn autobiography he's writing. But if he found out, everything I did to protect this family would be for nothing. When your sister told me about Bradley's poisons, I nearly laughed. It was so simple. I took them both on the morning of the meeting and waited for my chance. Your Auntie June's ever so clumsy, particularly when you give her a little shove in the back. She dropped that candle straight onto Marcus. It went better than I'd planned. I was hoping for a distraction, to get it into his drink, but your mum picked it up and threw it over him. I rushed to the first aid box and poured the poison onto the wound dressing. I don't know which
It's really just
poison
revealing
I
it all.
actually used. It was the only one I could get the lid off.
We probably have it on
In this
recording.
day and age, they'd
This is
make
over
things
webcam.
like that easier for people with arthritis, wouldn't you? Bradley had told Lottie that the poisons were slow-acting but deadly. So, when I watched Marcus walk out of your Auntie June's house with that dressing still on his hand, I knew it was over. At least I thought I did. Seems Marcus isn't that easy to kill after all. Thanks to you.
Oh my God.
Don't
Really
think
turned on
I
us.
don't regret everything I did. I've lived with the pain of it every day since. That's why I've kept this. So I'd never forget what I did,
So his ashes.
what I did to him.
That's what you used to kill Granddad.
No one ever noticed the dark stain on the base. I loved him so much. I know Marcus will never forgive me.
I probably would have kept that
It
myself.
wasn't just me and the girls Eddie was leaving, it was Marcus too. Every time Eddie looked at Marcus, all he could see was Marcus's mother. He loved her more than he ever loved me. But it was Marcus who drove him away. That's why he had to move and start again. I know Marcus will never believe me, but if I didn't do what I did, he would have nothing too.
Abby.
He's just been listening the whole
I
time.
have to go.
Abby, wait.
Abby, I've just told you I killed
Abby.
someone.
Oh my God, are you okay?
I just talked to the doctor. She said it's going to take a long time before I feel like myself again, but I am going to live because of you.
You're not going to believe this, but Nan,
She's the one who tried to
she
kill
just confessed to everything.
She did? Damn, I wish I had that on tape. We've got a lot of evidence, but what we need is irrefutable proof.
I know what we can do.
What?
We need to search the lake.
Dad's lake? Why?
That's dark.
What's in there?
Your dad.
Jesus, that's where she put him. So she really did it.
Sorry.
Hey, listen, don't apologize, Abby. You found the truth. Now look, I am gonna send you some money. Book the first flight out of there you can. Come see me.
I really want an explanation
wanna
for
be around
why
them for this
he
next
sounds
little
so American.
There's one last thing I need to do.
But apparently, the rest of his family is British.
Just tell us what she said, Mum.
I think they all live in England.
I can tell you,
Abby.
these
I'm
are
confused.
the last words I'm gonna say to any of you.
Oh, what makes you think we give a flying monkey's rat's
Auntie
ass?
June, let's start with you. I know that you've been through a lot in your life, and I might even feel sorry for you if you weren't such a vindictive, cruel bully. I've always wanted to say this to you. I hate you.
That is very cool.
Hate you.
Hey, Abs, that is not cool, okay?
Toby, how nice of you to volunteer to go next. What can I say about you? Nothing, because there is nothing to you. You are a self-obsessed personality vacuum and a parasite. You follow tragedy around the globe and still somehow manage to make it about you. Like if I lost my entire village to a devastating earthquake, you would still be the worst thing to ever happen to me. And Bradley, I might as well complete the set. You're not actively terrible, but you just really, really creep me out.
Thanks.
Abby, I don't know what you think.
That one kind of made me sad.
I spent my whole life trying to
feel
live
like
up to whatever it
he's
was
just
that
a
you
very
expected
awkward
from
person
me. But the
who's
truth
very
is, you never
lonely.
wanted anything from me. You wanted to be better than me. I think just so that no matter what, you could tell yourself that I will never be good enough for you. I wish I had the courage to say this a long time ago. Fuck you.
Oh my god, Abby. Oh god,
We're gonna
my
say
neck.
something against her.
Lottie, you're messed up and really shallow, really, really shallow. But I don't think it's entirely all your fault. So just give me some time and I'll text you.
Okay. Awesome.
And by the way,
Probably ended the
Nan
best out of all
is a
of them.
murderer. I'll let her fill you in on the details.
Nan,
Wait, what?
Son, what's she talking about?
What's going on?
don't worry, I know a good lawyer.
I know, he didn't even say like, no, I'm not Nan. He just went, I know a good
Do I
lawyer.
get a speech too?
Listen, just don't go getting yourself poisoned again, okay?
I'll take that. I like this new Abby.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, let's go through and accuse the rest of them, shall we? And then I will give you my thoughts.
Hey, Abs.
Toby, do you know anything about Bradley's poisons?
His what?
Bradley has had 2 poisons in his collection. Have you seen them? Have you touched
What
them?
are you talking about?
If you
Apparently,
know
I've never talked to him
something,
about this.
you have to tell me.
Honestly, Abs,
been pressing
I don't know
tab
what the
the
fuck
whole
you're
time.
talking about.
Toby, tell me the truth.
Abby, I couldn't
Gets the
give
end.
less of a shit about Bradley or his weird hobby. If you've got a problem with him, take it up with him.
Okay, everybody, respectfully shut up and listen to me. Question 1. How many times did Toby tell the school counsellor that I was neglecting him
Oh, God, here we
so
go.
that we'd
really
be
sad.
forced into another family therapy session and he could get to see his dickhead father?
I know this sounds bad,
It's actually really
but I only
sad.
had the idea after she actually neglected me. I told the counsellor that Mum forgot to cook me tea because she was so drunk, which was the truth. And he organised the
Forgot
first
to make
session.
me tea.
I mean, if she'd just let me see Dad in the first place, I wouldn't have had to lie about the rest.
Wait, do you remember how many times?
What?
That's the question.
Oh, right, yeah. I don't know, it could have been anything. Let me think.
I kind of panicked and just picked one.
6. No, could I have gone that much? Oh, maybe 4.
I mean, that's still quite a lot.
They had to take each complaint seriously. You know, blame the system, not me, yeah?
Well, let's try 4.
So the answer is 6 times.
Dang it.
6 times of having to prove I'm not such a terrible mother. 6 times having to sit across from the biggest mistake of my life.
I think that
Wait,
proves
biggest
you're a terrible
mistake?
mother.
That's Dad, not me, yeah?
Still, all blood under the bridge now, of course.
I felt really bad for him.
Abby,
You know, I don't blame you for being so ignorant about this stuff. You only really get this kind of insight when you've seen the things I've seen. When you've helped
playing for
the
so long
people
that
I've helped. You
Got a
know?
protein shake because I was hungry.
Now for an
It's the
incredibly
middle of the night.
emotive piece. Do, 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 do,
Don't say I don't ever do anything for you guys. Trias and Toby have gone through the entire first part of the game multiple times.
Toby, do you know anything about Bradley's
I
poisons?
got cold.
His
But I don't
what?
feel like putting my sweatshirt
Bradley
on,
has
so-
had 2 poisons
like
in
it.
his collection.
It is.
Have you seen them? Have you...
I told the counsellor that Mum forgot to cook me tea because she was so drunk, which was the truth. And he organised the first session. I mean, if she'd just let me see Dad in the first place, I wouldn't have had to lie about the rest.
What happened to Uncle Marcus at the meeting? Just tell me everything.
Oh,
Why are you
probably,
asking
that sounds
me?
pretty insensitive.
Ask your sister. She was the only one I saw alone with him, okay? She was putting something in his hand. I don't know what, but he looked pretty uncomfortable.
So, for those of you that venture to answer, the correct answer is 6 times. All because I wouldn't let him see the man who cheated on me, who cheated on us for 7 years.
She's really gone over the edge.
Question 2. How many of my boyfriends has Felicity stolen? Now I'm going to make it easier for you. Let's just count the ones.
It's gonna
while
sound
we
really
were in school.
insensitive.
Jesus!
But like, really?
Oh, Mum's a nightmare,
I
aren't
feel like
they?
it would have been the other way around.
I mean, that's why I'm so glad I had my dad. You know, he helped balance me out. He gave me my moral compass.
Wasn't he done for tax fraud?
Everyone makes mistakes, Abby. Dad was always there for me when I really needed him. You know, apart from that 18 months, of course. But he was better than a lot of dads I can think of.
Well, some of you clearly think very highly of Flick
I think
and
he's
rather
talking about
less
her
of me. Well, let me tell you. I had oodles of boyfriends. Felicity was just scavenging my scraps, but there were plenty of scraps to scavenge. You got to think.
Big disgusted face.
Better than a lot of dads. What are you trying to say?
Mum's told me all about your dad, Abby. You know, he wasn't exactly father of the year, was he? You know, all the business trips, all the nights working late. I mean, which birthday did he miss again? Sorry, which birthdays?
Fuck off, Toby. You don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, you know what? Sorry, Abs. I hold my hands up there. I went too far.
Abby, I need you.
I made it so much worse. Like,
What
so
is it?
much
What's the
more
matter?
hateable.
Time's up. Doc says if I take the right antidote.
Oh, right, yeah. I don't know. It could have been anything. Let me think.
Well, let's answer it right this time for this one.
6. No, I've gone that much.
How many times the counseling was? Because we're still
maybe
missing
4.
one clue.
That's still quite a lot.
I had to
this
take each complaint
particular
seriously. You know, blame the system, not me, yeah?
Dang it. Ugh.
Scraps, but there were plenty of scraps to scavenge. You got to think bigger.
We'll do it this other way now.
Did you see anyone else give something to Uncle Marcus?
I don't know.
Toby, tell me now.
Felicity. I mean, you know, your mum. Yeah, she was offering things for him to eat. You know, hors d'oeuvres, canapes, that kind of stuff. And yeah, I think he took one in the end just to shut her up.
Abby,
Cool.
I need you.
That was the one piece of information we're missing.
Abby.
Hey, we got all the info.
Oh, she's doing it for a 10.
Let's double check and make sure we got enough evidence to accuse everyone. We do. We can accuse everyone. So we already
Be
accused
quiet, June.
June and Nan.
Are you
And Nan was the
okay,
real
love?
killer. So let's
You're
go
gonna have
through
to
the other
speak
ones
up,
and
Abs.
see what
It's
their
a pretty heavy
reactions are.
rain here.
Is she frozen?
No, if you look closely at her throat there, you can.
Let's just start left to right. There's Bradley. Making a murderer was the achievement we just got.
Bradley,
Oh,
What?
I just noticed our little icon was
tried
like
to kill Uncle
the
Marcus.
scales of justice.
Bradley poisoned him.
What? No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. It had to be.
No. My poisons went missing. I would never use them. I know how dangerous they are. Even just owning them is seriously illegal.
Stop lying.
I'm not. I told you. I didn't poison him. Okay? fuck. If someone else used my poisons, then... Oh, I can't go to jail. I won't survive inside. I'd rather
Cut
die.
out for the prison life.
Bradley, no! Oh, I can't look.
This is really scaring me
Hey,
now.
what's going on there, guys? Signal's really bad
actually
here.
really
Listen
dark.
to me. Okay, you don't need to die over this.
I didn't do it. Why would I do it? I don't have a motive.
You're obsessed with murder and...
That's not a motive, that's a hobby. I love fantasy novels too. It doesn't make me a fucking goblin.
No, but the poisons.
I told you I didn't use them. Someone took them. I would never.
Oh, shit. Shit, Bradley? Just put the gun down, okay? Put the gun down.
It wasn't me.
I know. I believe you.
Really?
I feel like that's not gonna end well.
Bradley!
June!
Mum!
Gosh.
Oh, Jesus Christ, no!
That spiraled really quick. Just gotta run now.
Did he just jump out the window?
Jesus Christ, Abby, what have you done?
This one's wild.
He's on the 3rd floor or something.
Hey guys, you cut out there. Sorry. I just caught Bradley using some red filter or something. Did I miss anything?
Abby, come here a second, kiddo. I gotta say, these drugs they have me on are some pretty strong stuff. I just hallucinated Bradley shooting his mom. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I can. Actually.
Abby?
Wow, that one was... Oh, that. Okay, we'll go with Toby now. I blessed the rain down in London. I blessed the rains down in Africa. I am not a fan of that song. Just because
Toby.
I worked as a camp
Sorry,
counselor
Ab,
one summer
you talking
a
to
few years
me?
ago.
You tried
And
to
I
kill
worked as a
Uncle
counselor
Marcus.
for
You
the
tried to fill jungle
high school
darkness.
drama camp
No,
specifically.
no, Abs, I can't impose Christmas on
And that
them.
was one of their
They've got
songs
own
they sang.
beliefs.
You tried to kill Uncle
So I had to help
Marcus.
them with it.
What?
All
Sort
week.
your daughter out!
No, it's true. Toby poisoned him at the meeting. Just tell them the truth, Toby.
I didn't!
Look, Toby, I know you're lying. So just tell them the truth.
All right, you want the truth? I'm fucked. I'm absolutely fucked. Uncle Marcus was my only hope.
What?
How could I poison him when I couldn't even get near him at the meeting? I tried to talk to him over and over, but he wouldn't listen. You know, I needed his help. I've lost every penny of this fucking school's fund. 400 fucking grand down on a hole in the ground.
What are you talking about?
I'd put the money into a diamond mine. They said I would make millions. For the charity, obviously. But Amnesty fucking International exposed it as using slave labour. Which I knew nothing about, by the way. Fuck, I've lost every penny.
Yeah, but if Uncle Marcus had died, his share of the company would go to the...
But I don't have time for that. I can't wait a couple of months for a will to be sorted out. The auditor's deadline was yesterday. I needed the money yesterday. Marcus was my last chance.
Wait, so you didn't do it?
No! I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. The only reason I did this shitty quiz is to say goodbye. I'm supposed to have an accident and disappear.
What accident?
God, shit. I mean, I might have an accident because
Fake his own
these
death.
jungle roads, they're
You're listening to Relaxing Sounds of Africa.
He's faking it the whole
fucking hell!
What the
hell just happened?
He's tiny.
Where's he gone? He's not in Africa at all. He's in London. Abigail, what's going on?
I
How did I get the car to move that much?
You guys still, yeah, sorry, actually really need my phone. Oh, but listen, before I, run off again, does anyone fancy lending me any money? It's for a really good cause.
So let's do Lottie now. The achievement was low. Very short. Quippy. To the point. I don't know what I'm saying.
Lottie,
What, babe?
I know
I didn't kill him,
what you
babe.
did at the meeting. I don't know why.
I don't know what you're talking about, babe.
Look, it's over.
She's thinking we're talking about like her
just
hookup.
tell the truth.
I am.
Lottie, what's going on?
It was only a bit of coke.
Excuse me?
What?
Just for some extra cash on the side, and my supplier's like really legit, so I'm only ever selling the pure stuff, so I'm basically doing my friends a service. I wasn't even supposed to be at the meeting. There was a super huge party going on.
Okay, so I guess it
everyone
wasn't
was
a
looking to
hookup.
me for the...
She's doing some drug
You know,
sales.
the
drug.
Hustling.
Exactly, right? I couldn't just let them down, so a friend came over and collected the stuff. I only came to the meeting because I wanted to see Uncle Marcus to give him my audition tape. Sent him like a million links and he's never replied, so I assume the guy must be pretty analog. I'd be great for one of his movies, wouldn't I?
But you poisoned him.
Lottie, have you been selling your sister LSD?
No! I only do coke. All natural.
Only coke
Uncle
on
Marcus was poisoned at the meeting, and it has to be you.
Babe, why would I want to kill the guy who's going to put me in his movie?
Babe,
It doesn't make any sense.
Babe,
Shit.
babe.
Shit. It wasn't you.
Oh, shit. The quiz is over, right, guys?
Lottie, what's going on?
I've got to go.
Who's at your door?
It's friends.
Just an angry friend.
Friends?
Yeah, we play this game where they try to kick my door down and I hide.
Lottie!
We're done here, right? Awesome quiz, guys. Happy birthday, Mum. Gotta go. Bye!
Abby, you'd better start explaining all this right now.
I feel like all of these endings so far, besides our Nance, obviously, because I was the real one, in June, they've all been like joke endings almost. I mean, the Bradley one was pretty rough, but like June's just kind of made me depressed, I think. Let's see the other ones. Okay, here's the last one. Our mom. We got delusions.
Mum,
Yes.
you tried to kill Uncle Marcus.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you poisoning Uncle Marcus. I know it was you.
Oh, Abby.
I hate that response
I
so
always
much.
hoped this wouldn't happen to you.
Ew, Abby.
Father was like this towards the end. Seeing things, imagining things. I always hoped he hadn't passed it on to you, or that the medication was making it worse, but you're just like him.
No, this is real. And you
very
tried to
patronizing.
kill Uncle Marcus.
Why? Why would I kill the man? For the money? For the business? Risking everything I have? My entire business and career that I've built up over 30 years for some garden centres and a few spas? Do you really think that little of me, Abby? You really don't know me at all, do you?
You really didn't do it.
Heaven knows why
gosh.
you've concocted this strange little fantasy. Look, I'm sorry, Abby, but whatever's going on here, I can't be part of it.
What?
I promised myself when your father became unwell that if anything like that ever happened to you, I couldn't put myself through that again.
Get
And I'm
this
not
on
going to
this.
break that promise. It's time I started putting myself first. I hope you can find the help you need, Abby. Oh, and if you ever do get better, feel free to give me a call. You're probably
She's
better
just
to
truly
come first,
awful.
What the hell?
Wow. She sucked. We got the whole truth. Was that like unlock all the endings, accuse everyone? I think it was the accuse everyone one. Okay, so that's all for the game. Here are my thoughts. Also, we're missing 2 out of the 17 achievements. They're secret though, so I don't know how to get them. It's probably something to do with like unlocking all the clues, but and this is a part of my thoughts and criticism or whatever, because overall I think it was fun. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I enjoy story-based games a whole lot like this, and ones where you make decisions. My biggest criticism, so like overall by far, is the fact that there wasn't like a story branch where you could like go back to certain scenes and just play them from there and like keep it all organized by like, oh, this decision led to this thing, which led to this thing. And you could go back and click scenes or whatever and just replay the scene that you wanted to. You couldn't do that. You have to like start all the way from the beginning and then go down each one. And it made for a very disorganized kind of playthrough that was very hard to keep up with, which is part of the reason why I'm not going to go get the other two, because I don't know. I would have to really think about where to go and how to get them. But yeah, like a little branching decision tree would have been really helpful. Unless there was one and I just completely missed it, which is also a possibility. Because I have only played this game in the middle of the night so far. Pretty much, or like kind of late at night. But overall, I liked it. It was good. I enjoyed it. So yeah, that was the game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to leave a comment and like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. And I will see you next time.